What's going on, everybody? It's the REKAP Lunch Hour with Guff, coming to you live from Joliet, the new Hollywood Casino. Beautiful facility down here in Joliet. I'm at a speaking engagement with the one and only David Kaplan, who celebrates a big birthday today here at the REKAP. We wish, sorry for the background noise. Of course, there's an announcement. As soon as we go live, had to leave the engagement. Sorry about being late. I wanted to be here for Cap's big day. It is his birthday, and we are excited to celebrate here on the REKAP Lunch Hour. It's all brought to you by Hooters, originalhooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Order.hooters.com. Have it delivered straight to your office, straight to your door. Slide by, pick it up. If you don't want to cook tonight, I don't blame you. So we got plenty of stuff here on the horizon. Eric starts us off with happy birthday to Cap. Thank you for all you do for this REKAP YouTube channel. Hope you have an awesome day today with family and friends. I echo that. It's been great to be with Cap all morning, and I'll be with him all day here on his birthday. If the Bears had to lose, who would we rather lose to, Rodgers or Rudolph? I'd rather lose to Aaron Rodgers. I really would. I know he's dominated and owned the Chicago Bears for a million years, but I don't feel like you can lose to Mason Rudolph. Landon gives a happy birthday to Cap. Eric, as far as the Bears go, I want to see the Bears play against Aaron Rodgers so we can send him into retirement afterwards. Blackhawks looking really good. Connor Bedard, another flipping hat trick last night, and I know what this is going to lead to. It's going to lead to more people saying, give us Hawks recaps. It's in the works. Bedard has been unbelievable to start the season, another hat trick. Let's keep it going. I love when we all say hello, Clyde. How was the birthday dinner with the girlfriend? Looking forward to hearing about it. Hope you had a great time, Clyde, with her. Thomas says, Shota coming back worries me that the Cubs won't get an elite pitcher in the offseason. Rotation will probably be Boyd, Horton, Steele if he's ready, Tyone, and Imanaga. I know there's plenty of people who are not ecstatic, but I don't understand why Shota Imanaga would not take the $22 million, to be honest with you. I thought maybe he opts out to try to get like a 2 for 38 or something, but $22 million on the table now for Shota Imanaga to return to the Cubs. Boyd, Horton, Steele provides. If he's healthy, Tyone, and Shota's a fifth pitcher, put Colin Ray in. Let's make sure that we are getting, okay, I was looking down here. Perfect. The audio is working just fine. Eric, my Cubs rotation for 2026. Hopefully we can get an elite pitcher, starting pitcher this offseason. But you know what Godfather always says, it's November 19th, and we're still under the luxury tax. Major League Baseball set to announce new TV deals with NBC, Netflix, and ESPN. NBC will do first round of playoffs and Sunday Night Baseball. I'm at an event that just announced as much. I just found out Sunday Night Baseball will be on NBC. I think it's actually really cool. I know that everybody's been used to doing it our whole lives. We've had ESPN, Sunday Night Baseball. I'm okay as long as it continues. I don't care what the network is. If Aaron Rodgers plays, I just fear he'll find a way to retain his ownership. We should not fear that, by the way. If it happens, it happens. You tip your cap. Even if he loses, it's going to be a situation where he's going to look up and go, I'm 23-6 or whatever the hell it is, because Aaron Rodgers has owned the Bears most of his career. But I would like to see a situation where he goes 14-38 with 3 picks, and he's put into the ground many times. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kaplan. Happy birthday to you, Pablo. Really well done, as always. What a great Kaplan Wednesday. A year ago, I asked Cap on this show if he wanted Eberflus fired for his birthday, and he said yes, and it happened. My question this year to Cap, do the Bears win the Super Bowl? Not quite sure that he'll go there just yet, but we'll see. Happy Wednesday to the Lunch Hour fam. Let's give this channel a gift and push this membership. Become a member today. Love all the perks. Members only had exclusive access to the new Intercepted of Intercepted all throughout last night before it was released to the general public this morning. Jonah Jackson, what a character. Pretty damn funny guy. Pablo, if you could only see one winner team this season, who is it? Bears, Hawks, Bulls. I think I might go see the Bulls here in the Emeritus Cup this Friday. Well, I've already seen the Bears in person this year. So is that a cheat code? I'd probably go see the Hawks. What they got going on with Connor Bedard. Becky, we have designated Kyler Gordon for return and opened the 21-day practice window. That's absolutely fantastic news. That Kyler Gordon and Jalen Johnson could be back for this team soon. The real Phil Simms chimes in with a happy birthday Cap. Rick Aloha from Honolulu, Chicago Blackhawks update. The Blackhawks won again. Connor Bedard, another hat trick. The most unique hat trick you'll ever see. Go Hawks. Guff, do we want to play against Rodgers? Hell yes, we do. To be the best, you got to be the best. To beat the best, yes, I am all in on that. Another day under the luxury tax. Ho hum. Kyle, happy 29th birthday, Guff. Thank you to all the content Guff and you provide us with every week. Have a great birthday, my friend. Love you, Kap. Take that. Appreciate you guys greatly. Godfather, the owners that make the important free agent signings for this offseason are the owners that want to win, not like the excuse maker that owns the Chicago Cubs. Wayne says, I've been a Hawks fan since I was 10. It feels so good to be excited about hockey in Chicago. I pay for ESPN Plus so I can watch them up here in Wisconsin. And that's where we are in the viewership part of our lives. You kind of have to pay for what you love. That's where we are. You got to pay for the Bulls. You got to pay for the Hawks. You got to pay for the Sox, the Cubs, etc. To steal a quote from the great Jeff Joniak, Connor Bedard, you are ridiculous. Hope the Blackhawks can keep flying high with some more W's. Blackhawks recaps hopefully will come sometime soon. Go Blackhawks. Good afternoon, Lunch Hour crew. Guess what? It's 11:19. The Bears are still in first place in the North. Let's keep it going against Pittsburgh. Bear down. Godfather says Tom's too cheap. He's going to milk the 10-year anniversary of the title all the way back to next season. I can't say no to that. You know it's going to happen. How it affects the pocketbooks, we'll see. Rick, I think the Bears will beat the Steelers. I hope Aaron Rodgers does play, and I hope that the Bears defense puts so much pressure on him that he has to wear adult diapers whenever he comes here. My goodness. I'm not wishing the guys get knocked into a lifetime of wetting himself. Jed Hoyer probably has $15 million to get a starting pitcher, a big bet, fix the bullpen. Good friggin' luck. By all accounts, it does sound like they're flirting with Dylan Cease, maybe Framber Valdez. Flirting and getting it done are two different things, as we all know. Another awesome interview with Joe Cowley and Kevin Herter. Kevin Herter on the Bulls Recap podcast released this morning. Maybe he'll make some clutch free throws again tonight against Portland. Let's go Bulls. And then our guy KB with Jonah Jackson. That was great. Looking forward to his next guest. Thanks, KB. You are a ball hawk. Interview Mr. Ricketts for your birthday, Kap. No? Okay, then keep interviewing Yes Man Jed. Easy interview. You learn nothing. Wow, Godfather, coming at Kap on a birthday. Dude, we'll get them both. Don't worry. Don't worry. Jess, congrats to Kap on another year around the sun. Happy birth week, Kap, from Rick. I thought REKAP did interview Ricketts last year. We did. I'm still waiting for the Jerry Reinsdorf interview. Anytime Jerry's ready, I'll provide the sandwich for him during lunch hour. Amen, Jess. Showed signs the offer of 1 year. It was a $22 million deal. Tucker rejects the offer. And now bring back Kyle Schwarber, says Joe. The Rays DFA'd Christopher Morel. For all the people who freaked out about that trade, Christopher Morel is no longer a Tampa Bay Ray. Guff, are you sure about Bedard that Bedard and Caleb aren't the same person? It seems like neither is getting any respect nationally. Caleb is getting better and Bedard's playing great hockey. It's crazy. That's okay. Let people play catch up. I'm totally fine with that. They just keep being them, and we'll figure it out here in Chicago. Let us pump the narrative. Clyde, how you doing, Guff and Kap? We are doing just fine. Clyde, do the Cubs really want to compete or be all show and no go? We're going to find that out here soon. The national media loves to hate Chicago. They can't keep hating while Bedard and Caleb keep winning. Happy birthday to Kap and many more from Clyde. Yeah, sorry, guys. I did come on at 1 o'clock. We did have a camera issue. I did duck out of the event. I bumped it on purpose and still had to duck out early. Got family and friends at Coker thinking that she's cheating on me on Facebook. And Jesus, what is going on? Oh, boy, Clyde. I hope everything went just fine on her birthday. Happy birthday, Kap. Take that from the great Lip Ripper. Kap, you got to watch Varsity Blues tonight for your birthday. I love that movie. Scott, happy birthday, Kap. Lip, Hawks are buzzing and are extremely fun to watch. They are a must watch. Hey, Guff, I know there were more people at Kap's party than a White Sox game. Just saying. I'm muting you, Phil. I'm going to mute you. For those who didn't watch Studio 41 Football Recap live last night, I challenge you to go back and watch it today. Olin Kreutz was off his chain last night. That show was full of laughs throughout. Go back and watch last night's. It's fantastic. And if you want to come in person for the real deal, like the real Phil Simms does, come to Aurora on December 9th. Make your plans to be with us. The show's always at 8. We always encourage you to get there early, have some food, break some bread, get some pictures, sign some autographs. Kap, hope the Bulls can win for your birthday tonight. Always awesome when a Chicago team wins on a fan's birthday. Bud, I hope she's not cheating on you. My advice is just be honest, and hopefully she's back there with you. What do we think about the White Sox trade? Chris Getz is meeting the media at 3 o'clock. I'm curious if some of these moves clear the table to sign some because it's weird. You dumped 100 innings to get a couple of minor league guys. I think there's promise there, but it feels to me like there's another move brewing. Pinzone. Blackhawks, Cubs, Bears, Bulls, White Sox. Cubs, all fun to watch. It's been a good year for Chicago sports. It's been a long time. And thank you for welcome to the chat. Thank you for saying that. It's finally been a damn fun one. Don't be someone you're not, Clyde. That's great advice from Kyle. I'm at the brand new Hollywood Casino. Guess what, Godfather? We're out in your neck of the woods here in Joliet. This place is gorgeous. As Cap is on a panel here for his birthday. We do. We travel in tandem, and that's where we are. It's a great, beautiful place. Lip Ripper, Cap and I have discussed maybe stopping by the blackjack table before we walk out of here. Jess, hoping that isn't the case to Clyde. Just talk to her. Man, I love that we're giving dating advice here on the REKAP Lunch Hour because that's what we do. Is Cap busy performing his new hit, Cappy Claus? That's actually funny. Casey and the Sunshine Band will be here on January 24th. Cappy Claus might be opening for him on that dive. Swan dive, with how the Cubs have upset the current Japanese players recently. Have we ruined our shot at him? How have they upset the current Japanese players? I actually need more info on that swan dive. I'm not sure why they've showed Imanaga. They've danced in the Japanese pool before, so I'm confused about that one. Clyde, Facebook and social media destroys relationship. I don't want my relationship destroyed because of people disrespecting my girlfriend because of her Facebook. I'm sorry this is happening to you, Clyde. I'm sorry. I was hoping last night was a really good night. Dwayne, appreciate you joining the chat. Happy birthday to Cap. Who's the worst head coach the city of Chicago has ever had? Wow. Who is the worst head coach the city of Chicago has ever had? I'm trying to think off the top of Terry Bevington of the White Sox comes to mind. That's one I'm thinking of. Terry Bevington was pretty brutal. I'm going to go with Terry Bevington, Dwayne. Godfather, NBC Sunday Night Baseball, more revenue for Major League Baseball and Ricketts, more pocket money. Right, Tom? Coert, what's going on? Happy birthday, Cap. Guff, with Triantos being added to the 40-man, will he be trade bait or stay log-jammed in the infield depth? Some of these are procedural moves, guys, because they can't be protected much longer. So you have to activate them to the 40-man because they're all out of options. So I would say right now he could be trade bait. And teams have to make these procedural moves at this time of year to protect their players. And then usually with the hot stove, you'll see moves being made. Jess, Guff, I want Rogers to be very comfortable with the Soldier Field soil. That's fair. I'm just saying, maybe we don't put the man in diapers. Ellie, do you think the Bulls will make a trade of any kind? If they do, I think that they will be trading from their current roster and not adding to, if that makes any sense. They have 8 players on an expiring contract. Kevin Herter mentioned that in the episode of the Bulls Recap podcast with Joe Colley. So I think they'd be taking from. Or even Justin Ishbia, I'd happily give him a sandwich during the lunch hour. Let's go. Billy Bob, the man's holding up some fingers. True or false? True. I love that movie. Kyle, Guff, when did you say the members-only Q&A was? Probably going to be tomorrow, Kyle. We'll talk to Cap when we're on our way home. Can't wait for the Hooters O'Hare show, says Jess. That'll be January 6th. Be nice to be getting ready for the playoffs. Agreed. Giovanni, that stadium is always empty. Go Cubs. It sounds like the Cub fans recently have a complex here. You don't hear White Sox fans talk. Keep filling the ballpark at Wrigley so you keep sitting on your money, okay? Go Cubs. Sit on your money. Do your thing. Stand on business, Clyde. Do you. You were 5 minutes from my house. Stop over for beers. Woo-wee. I think you have to be the other way around, my friend. You may have to stop over here. Just literally made the McCaskies break tradition and fire in the middle of the season. That'd be Eberflus. Tie between Tim Floyd, a good hire. John Fox, he was never given a shot here. I'm not going to say he was the worst coach ever. Tim Floyd's a pretty good one. That was a Jerry Krause, rest in peace, special right there. Clyde, I'm going to the mall this week for my girlfriend's birthday gifts and son's birthday gift. My girlfriend says she loves me and is not using me and playing me and cheating. Oh, Clyde, my guy. Matt Eberflus is a vote for worst Chicago sports in history from Eric. Landon going with Bevington, Eberflus, Jim Boylan, really Pedro Grafal in the mix. But these are really good. I'm glad that we had Dwayne put the question out there. Do you think Elko gets the first base job next year? I do not. He tore his ACL. He's out for the next 8 months. He had ACL surgery. So he's definitely not going to get the first baseman jobs. And even if he was healthy, he wouldn't either. I can tell you what, though, these are conversations that could be had at Hooters, the best football headquarters in the business. OriginalHooters.com. Find one of the original or the 11 Chicago area locations near you. The best lunch specials, the OG wings, the black and chicken Caesar salad, the boneless wings, the burger, all specials at $9.99 or less every day from 11 to 3. The Big Daddy mugs are at Flowin', Modelo, Dos Equis, Michelob Ultra, Bud Light. Of course, that super great red sangria, 22-ounce glass is just $6 the rest of the month at Hooters, the best place to watch football, basketball, your Chicago Bulls. It's sports headquarters with great food, cold beer, and the iconic Hooters grills. Hooters, proud partner of the REKAP and the REKAP Lunch Hour. Going back to the chat here, and there's plenty of, I appreciate you guys as always, filling the chat. Swan Dive, Saya and his agent said he didn't want to be the DH, and that was his priority position this year. Shota was a workhorse early in the year. He was speculated he was rushed back. No. By the way, Saya is not. He's better as a DH. No, they got. This won't hamstring them in getting future Japanese players. The Cubs have been a destination for Japanese players for a long time. The corral of coaches with the Cubs, kind of how they switched it like every 10 games or something. That was absolutely insane. Landon says his memory of Terry Bevington is fuzzy. Sox games went past my bedtime during his tenure. Mr. Flushit is the worst manager I can remember. Swan Dive says Japanese culture is to follow the line and not make a scene. I would bet they don't like how they were treated this year. I'm not giving that any credence. I'm just not. Thanks, Guff. Have my questions ready for you and Cap. I look forward to that. By the way, if you would like to be a member, that's how you do it right there. For those of you who are members, you had the exclusive access late last night into the morning of the new episode of Intercepted. Sometimes I drop the content exclusive to members only before opening it up to the rest of the people. Kyle isn't coming back, so I expect Saya to go to the outfield. As of right now, I would expect the same. Iowa scored the 14 millionth point in NBA history. Cool piece of history. Illini have a tough matchup against Alabama tonight in basketball. Really good game. Clyde, I want to believe her, but Bud. Dale Swaim for the Cubs, the placeholder that he was. Phil Sims, it's all love. You know how we do it. Worst coach was Jeremy Colleton and Mark Trestman, another good name there. Worst GMs in Chicago history, Bob Pulford, Phil Emery, Rick Hahn. I'm not putting Rick Hahn in there. And then AK. I would definitely put Rick Hahn fourth on that list. Pulford was tough. AK. If you see a huff and a puff slot, go play it. Interesting. Not a big slot guy, but if I were to be, you got to love, by the way, anybody that plays a song from Rocky IV in a casino. That's what's going on right now. I mean, this is... I got it. It's a hat tip to the DJ here at Hollywood Casino. Love it. Never forget the Northwest Indiana Hooters. No Easy Way Out, the song being played right now, which is absolutely fantastic for you Rocky IV movie buffs. Who remembers the Cubs College of Coaches? That was also brought up earlier. That's probably goes down as the worst idea for a coach in Cubs history. All right, Clyde, let's not get all bitter and start correcting people on the spellings and corrections. You know we don't like that here on the show. People throw their chats together quickly. Sometimes it gets spit out. We have all kinds of stuff that we don't necessarily need to bring up. Everyone's spelling mistakes. Swan Dive says, Jess, I agree. Just curious if Owen Casey comes up to take Tucker's spot, assuming he's not packaging a trade this offseason. It's just so tough to speculate right now with everything going on. It's kind of like the calm before the storm, before the winter meetings. Let's do Dog of the Day, and it's brought to you in partnership with Pause for Patrick, a nonprofit improving the mental health of young people through the comfort and connection of animals. Their emotional support animal and therapy dog programming supports children, teens, and young adults living with mental health challenges. Today's Dog of the Day, that's Bella. Bella's favorites are peanut butter steak, pretzels, and flavored bones. Loves to nap on the kitchen floor vent that blows out super warm air. Also love laying in the sunny spot outside our lawn. Love it when you pet me anywhere. Truly a gentle giant, a Great Dane. You got to love a Great Dane being a nice therapy dog. You can nominate your own dog by submitting their name and a photo in the comments or email them to me at recapoffice@gmail.com. You should know I'm truly a gentle giant. I love the most loving companion, so sweet and calm. I have a pretty silly personality that makes my family laugh. Remember to text REKAP 25 to 44321 to support Pause for Patrick's life-changing mission. Please, please, please. When I say this, it's a cause that's very near and dear to my heart personally, Caps, and it's why we made it a point to pause with a charitable organization like Pause for Patrick. Learn more at pauseforpatrick.org. All right, Clyde, I'm glad you're not. Hey, I'm concerned about you, my friend. I'm concerned about you. Okay? I know. Okay. I think we should. Clyde, we're all here for you all the time, brother. All here for you all the time. Lip Ripper says, I have sausage fingers and I can't type. Landon, to be fair, it's hard to put any White Sox GM on a worse list because their huevos are held in vice by the owner. I would put Kenny in there, too. Kenny hamstrung Rick many, many times. Just always a big fan of the dog of the day pictures, as is Kyle, another great pick. Hey, Bella, make sure if you would like to be featured, like our guy Bob was earlier this week, who submitted his beautiful dog as the dog of the day, recapoffice@gmail.com. Eric is saying Bears 24, Steelers 21 on a last-second field goal. And at this point, who's going to debate that? Because that's pretty much how every Bears game has ended of late. It comes down to the final drive. And so far, so good. The Bears have been the team on the right side of business. Time for bet of the day. And as usual, we did too. Last night, felt good about the Rangers. They had been 5-0 in their last 5 road games. Had a tight one in Vegas on the road. Didn't get it done. But we did get another MAC game correct as the Bowling Green Falcons, horrible, couldn't score. Only scored 16 last night. We cashed. We were 1-1 last night. So 7-2 in November. We're 8-5 in college football. And I'm going back to the MAC tonight. The MAC lately has been very profitable to this channel. And Kent State has an opportunity tonight. A team that many had destined for cellar dwellers in the MAC has a chance to stay in the playoff mix and stay, well, not playoff mix, but bowl mix. This team is 4-0 against the number at home. Central Michigan is fighting for a MAC championship, but has already locked up a bowl position. And you're giving me 8.5 at a place where Kent State has battled and played very, very well. They're 3-1 outright, and they're 4-0 against the number. And I'm getting more than a touchdown at home. I left the shades here because I went 1-1. I did you wrong. We just broke even 500 last night. The Kent State at plus 8.5. I'm going to ride that. We're going to continue our MACtion. I think we're 4-0 the last 2 weeks with our MACtion, and we're going to keep doing that. Who the F is Ryan McGladdery, little guy with the red hair? Who is he? The great Kenny. Quote, stay out of White Sox business. I think, Phil, that's destined for you, my friend. Godfather, does Cap know he's right by my house? He may leave in a hurry. Is that a threat, Godfather? We don't want threats here on the channel. Just says, nah, 24-14, Bears giving Steelers too much credit. That would be a blowout in terms of Bears standards when it comes to this. Can't believe Thanksgiving's next week. Becky, let me join the club on that one. It's crazy to think about the holidays. I mean, we're like a month out from Christmas. Where are we at? Church. Mitch Winkleman. We are at the kind of somebody's church, my friend. We are at the Joliet Hollywood Casino. It's fantastic. Beautiful facility. It just opened in August. Cap here to be part of a series. So Mitch Winkleman, appreciate you being here, by the way. Sometimes church can be the casino. I think somebody's casino, somebody's church. Jess loves her Steelers, but it's time to demo the team and rebuild. These one-year contract old guys are destroying us. Swan dive. If Jalen is truly considered healthy now, I'd rather him sit against the Steelers and let him heal a few more days, come back for the Eagles game, especially on a short week. I will subscribe to that. Can't bet the Illini tonight. Shoot. I'll just have fun watching. Go Illini. I was debating the Kent State line this morning, says Lip Ripper. No more debate, Lip. Hop on board, my friend. Take the 8.5 and let's run. The church for gamblers. That's what I'm saying. The casino is a church. I am not watching the Shuffle on HBO, but Kyle, maybe I will put that in my queue. It is time to get a new show in the McGuffey household. Member recap happy hour Friday. I don't think Friday is a possibility this week. I will look at that. We're destined for a Cappy hour. Very nice. Love the black on black. Go deal some cards. Let's go. Clyde, as a guest person, pocketbook for Christmas Day. And Jess, Bears can get it done with their current personnel. Let Jalen rest. I really like the idea of bringing him back on the short week. They play a 2 p.m. game on Black Friday. They're going to be traveling on Thanksgiving. I think it makes a lot of sense to bring Jalen Johnson back next week. Phil, you need to handle the business and have business. You heard, and Lip, watch the Power Owens show if you haven't. Ooh, okay. I'll take a look at that. Really good stuff. There's our bet of the day. We're taking Kent State plus the 8.5. We've been pretty hot in college football as of late, especially when it comes to weekday action that's been going on the last few weeks. Bet 23 if you play roulette for me. Funny, Kyle, that's one of the numbers I always play. I have 5 numbers I guaranteed play. 23 is one of them. Also my wife's birthday. So there you go. Kent State plus 8.5. That's where we're going today. Most importantly, happy birthday to my guy, my brother. He is my brother, the great David Kaplan, and this channel, the Recap. And thank you, all of you, for supporting Cap and I as we've gotten this channel off the ground. And you're a big reason for the success. And we're going to the moon. And we're taking you with us. You've been so good, so loyal to this channel. I love you, Cap. You are my guy. You're my brother, man. You're not my friend. You're my brother. And I'm so happy to be doing this with you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Always on the road with you. Always ready to do the show whenever and wherever we can. And I appreciate you guys greatly. Of course, it's all brought to you by Hooters, originalhooters.com. Go to one of the 11 Chicagoland locations, order.hooters.com. You know what? It's hump day. Just pick it up. Don't work. Don't cook today. Just pick up the food. You should be good to go. Get yourself some wings. Bulls play late tonight. We'll have a recap rush hour for you later this afternoon. We have a Cubs podcast taping later this afternoon. And we have the Bulls recap late tonight. I think it's a birthday gift for Cap. I'll take this one. I'll take the Bulls recap tonight. Appreciate you guys greatly. Enjoy the rest of your day. We will be with you with content all day long. We'll have a White Sox recap podcast tomorrow. Happy hump day, everybody. Enjoy your day. Thanks for being here. As always, we'll be back on a Thursday edition of the REKAP Lunch Hour with Guff. Take that.